Hey, what is going on? This is not really episode number 17 of the Mo Banter podcast. It is October 27th, 2020. I am Mo.
I'm Nathan.
Hello, Nathan. So, in the year that has been 2020, if you guys are on the YouTube, obviously all you see is a bunch of desktop images, LA Dodgers. If you're on the podcast, what can we say? If you've listened before, I think last episode we covered our fandom for the Dodgers, and they won, baby.
They won.
They're world champions. Now, I know we don't sound as excited as we should be. This is probably, like 2.5 hours after they officially won.
Something like that.
We ate dinner, we screamed, we hugged, we teared up a little bit. I mean, there's just something about sports. Like, for me, it's been this whole thing where the Dodgers were kind of, alongside the Lakers, were kind of one of the first teams that my dad and your grandpa was like not necessarily heavily followed, but was always excited to see kind of make that run. And I remember in '88, he was excited when they last won in '88, which was 32 years ago. And I always thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of be into the sport and have a son and get to live a moment like this. And I know in 2012, I believe we went to your first Dodger game. You were given a practice ball out there by Steve Shizik, who was at the time with the Florida Marlins. I believe he was a relief pitcher with the Florida Marlins at the time. That was your first time at Dodger Stadium. We saw them actually beat the Marlins. We've been there, I think, one other time. I can't remember who against. I think was it one game or two games that we've been to?
Just one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Oh, maybe I'm thinking about the dates I went with your mom. And before you were born, me and your mom had a couple dates out there as well. And in 2017, I thought I was going to get that chance as a dad to experience, like a team that we root for, like win a championship. And then, well, the Astros have been found cheating and did what they did. And whatever the case may be, 2018, they had another chance. They fell to the Red Sox. 2019, they lost to the Nats, who eventually ended up winning the World Series. And at that time, I thought, done.
Context, they lost to the Nats in the wild card game.
Yeah, and I thought at that point, done. I thought the team was not necessarily washed up or done with. I just thought that was kind of like the straw of opportunity that broke the camel's back after two, like inabilities to kind of capture the championships against the Astros, not really being part of their fault, but still not being able to capture it. And then after losing, and then this year being as crazy as it was, we didn't even know it was going to be sports. And they're sports. And in 2020, both the LA teams have won. The Lakers won a couple weeks ago. The Dodgers, man. I think the Lakers are more my following or my team more than they are yours, and just that sport in general. But like the Dodgers have been something that we've actively liked, I think, together. So I guess this being your first taste of a team that you root for kind of win, what does this feel like for you?
I don't know. I still feel pretty good about it. Like, it's been like 2.5 hours, and I still feel pretty good about it. Like, they won. Like, you can never take that away.
Now, after all the disappointment that we've experienced with this team in particular, even in our other teams, because we've seen other LA teams win, and again, most of them have been my teams win. The Lakers won while you were alive with Kobe twice, I believe.
And then
with
past
Paul
year.
Gasol. They won this past year, so 3 times since you've been alive. But we never really followed it together as much at all, really. Baseball, we've gone to one game. We've always talked about going to another one. But we always pay attention around the playoff times. I mean, because 162 games, like, really, it's just too long. Like, it's really like September if they're in the hunt for the playoff spot, and then in the playoffs we do pay very, very close attention to them. And then the Kings ended up winning, which I think in my youth, actually, they went to the Stanley Cup, I think, twice during the time that Wayne Gretzky was there, but I don't think they ever officially won, unless they won once, and I missed it, but I can't remember. And then they won a few times while you've been alive, but again, it's one of the things that I kind of followed just to kind of see where one of my childhood teams kind of come up, but it wasn't something that we followed religiously either. And then the Niners. We suffered disappointment with them twice in this lifetime already. Once against the Ravens, and then last year against the Chiefs. But I think that team has been doing well. But right now, it's the Dodgers. Like, this has been one of the teams I think that we rooted for the hardest in that span, alongside with them, the 49ers. And it just feels amazing. You know, like in this year where it kind of started off rough with how COVID started and lockdown, and I mean, we can look at everything. You just pick out negativities in every walk of life, political, lifestyle. I mean, whatever. You know, like this year is not short for bad moments. You know, whether personal or just widespread. It's been a very very crazy year. But I don't know, man. There's something about this that it I know it doesn't. I know it does not like mean more than everything that has been lost, everything that we have lost, all the negativity. Like it doesn't cover that up, and this is not. And I guess in a way this is a distraction from all of that, man. But at the same time, I don't know. It's been a part of our lives for a very very long time. Like I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like I teared up. I get to live this moment with you, and like even if the Dodgers don't ever win again in my lifetime, like this will be one that I just cherish for like ever and ever. This was the first time and probably like the toughest year that we've had as a family, as everything, just trying to figure a big change in our lives out from being busy to being like how do we kind of stay sane, you know, being closed in all the time and having our busy lifestyle kind of just reduced to damn, what are we gonna do? And just getting to experience this, especially after the heartache that was a Super Bowl loss of the Niners and the way that kind of fell through. But in terms of like things that we got, just this was amazing. This was absolutely just amazing. I don't know. I've been talking so long. I don't. Do you have anything else to kind of add to this, or
No, you've
like
covered everything.
I don't know, man. This was very very exciting for me. This was super just hype, and I hope we don't get pulled down for trademark infringement. We're talking about mostly the Dodgers here. I'm so happy for everybody. I know, like, and the intermediate here. I don't think I've ever really gone on social with negativity towards a team that has lost, just because I did that one time, very very young, when what's the dude's name that fumbled against the Giants? The wide receiver that had the 2 punt fumbles. Can't remember his name, but I made a video of
Was
it a
it
long
during
time
the
ago.
Super Bowl?
It was the championship game against the Giants.
I remember that.
Kyle Williams.
Oh, thank you.
Kyle Williams. You know, I made a relatively negative video towards like his actions and his mistakes for that series, and then like a day later heard that all of a sudden Zoo was getting death threats to him and his family, and then I kind of didn't really reprint a retraction video, but you know, because I said what I said, and when you say something, you said it. If you said it in that moment, stand by it. It's not an accident. You said what you said. It's not out of emotion, not out of frustration. That's what you were feeling. Own up to it. Like that's the way I was feeling at the time. But I also said in the following video that death threats, just they're dumb. They're dumb for something like this. Like this is all supposed to be enjoyment, and at the end, when two teams fight, like I told you all the time, that we've experienced a heartache. Is unfortunately when it comes to two teams, one team has to lose to crown a champion, to create a champion. One team has to lose, and for a large chunk of our sport watching history, that's always been our end of it. The Dodgers, the Niners, and this one just feels sweet. This one it feels so sweet after all the heartache that we've experienced and just everything else, and this being so tough. And it was just like one of these moments that's just, I don't know, man. I'm gonna ramble on, and I mean, turn this podcast or turn this not episode off already. If it's just, this is just really a vomit of just overwhelming feeling that I have right now for this moment, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we got to experience this, my boy.
Me too.
I mean, you guys can't see it in the podcast, but we just hugged, and I mean, I guess that's it. I mean, Dodgers made it, baby. Like they're the champions. Like it's so crazy. 32 years in the making. I was 6 when they first won it. I didn't experience it like this when they first won. I was just happy that they won because I was 6. I really understand the sport, and ever since I kind of really followed the sport, I've been waiting for this. I got to experience this kind of instance with the Niners winning in '94, even though they won in the '80s. Again, I was too young to really relish the moment. In '94, I got to experience that, and hopefully one day we get to experience that together as well, because that'd be the only one that we miss, that we haven't gotten yet. But this one's just, after everything, man. It's been crazy. It's been awesome. It's been amazing. Like the whole family, for the most part, we're all Dodger fans. And just getting this year, just I know it seems shallow, it seems dumb, but geez, man, like when you have a tough year, little special moments like this actually mean something to you and your family and the way upbringing is. Like we just have a history with this franchise. Oh man, and go Dodgers, go Dodgers!
Dodgers.
Like they won. Like congratulations to everybody. Kershaw. I'm glad you got your ring, Dave Roberts, after everything that you've been through. I'm glad, the whole team, Turner and Pollock and Kike and
Corey Seager,
and
MVP.
everybody, Corey Seager, like Reyes, like Baez, like everybody, man, who's been a part of this organization for the last 4 years. Believe me, this is not just like a 2020 team achievement. Like if you played during the first one and got cheated by the Astros, if you were there for the 2018 one, if you were there for the 2019 loss, and then you came, if you're still here for that, but if you're just part of those teams that didn't quite win, you're still part of that tradition of success and that tradition of winning that gave the Dodgers opportunity to produce a moment like this for its fans. And like Greinke, Zach Greinke, he left after the 2017 campaign. I believe he went to the Diamondbacks. He was a big part of that run as well during that season. And but he set up protocols and he set up what it took to actually succeed and to win at that level. When Greinke left, you needed somebody to replace that, or you needed a couple people to kind of give you what Zach Greinke gave you, and just led to roster building to we got another chance in 18 and we lost, and we got another chance in 2019 and it came up short again, and then this time didn't come up short against a very, very hungry, young, and talented Tampa Bay Rays. I'm not gonna lie, as a Dodger fan, just seeing this game and then Blake Snell, oh my dude, you are a G. Nothing but the utmost respect for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Just what you guys have been able to accomplish there with basically your money ball approach and everything else it's you guys made you guys made us clinch. You guys made us clinch throughout this whole series. We didn't think this was going to be an easy series from game one, and it's a very well-deserved win in Tampa Bay. Please don't, I know it's disappointing. Like I said, we've gone through that as well. But, just don't give up on your team. Your team has been there before. Your team will be there again. Hopefully one time they'll get that championship and you guys can feel this feeling, for the time being. And I do wish at some point you guys do get to feel that emotion, because I think every pro franchise sports fan should feel the exhilaration and joy of watching their team win the big one. I just won't be rooting for you when you guys are playing one of our teams. So Tampa Bay, next year, if you ain't playing the Dodgers, by all means, maybe we'll take that game and win. But yeah, I got to go number one, and this feeling just feels so amazing that I wouldn't want to never feel this again. But if I don't have to, I rather this be the last time I feel this and not feel disappointed of the Dodgers losing more World Series. If this is gonna be it, cool. I don't care if they don't make the World Series from now on. Just don't get that close and keep losing. But yeah, I don't know. This is just word vomit at this point. All right, y'all. So this is not episode 17. This is just Dodger pop-up special. Just trying to word vomit this, and I want to shout out to the homie Jeff, who used to be a security guard over at Blizzard. Me and him used to talk ball all the time, and he actually gave me a 2017 playoff cap as just a gift when he didn't have to, and I wore that cap today, and I was wearing it when we won. And I got to share this in the picture to him and everything, just because we always talked about getting together and watching the game and all that. He's always been a super nice guy, and we just kind of bonded over baseball. And even that, just I haven't seen that cat in 2 years or something like that. And like even this, like from far away, this is something special that me and him have shared just as friends and just as people who just said hi to each other at the beginning. But Dodgers was something that brought us together, and we found. We found a camaraderie in that, and this is for him as well, and for my dad who woke me up to so we can see them win in '88 and talking about Fernando Valenzuela, and he wanted me to be a pitcher like Fernando and all that, and just everything, man, just everything. I'm just so happy and so excited. But yeah, I think that's gonna be my part of it. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Well, high five. Yeah, Dodgers won. Go Dodgers. Go blue. I hope we can repeat next season, but if not, hey, man, I'm just happy that I get to see it in my lifetime and share this with my boy. I love you, my boy.
Love you too.
And I guess that's it. Until next time, we'll see you guys soon.